program. So let's introduce our second performer.
Yes.
All right. Barbara Brownell has appeared. Oh, we have fans out here. Barbara Brownell has appeared on Broadway in Play It Again and Sam with Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. Her off-Broadway credits include The Ballad of Johnny Pott and At the Actors Studio in King Lear. Her favorite films include Going Home, Someone to Watch Over Me, Behind the Candelabra, and The Master. Her TV appearances have given her the opportunity to play everything from a hooker in Ironside to a nun in Our House. I think I dated both of those characters. Barbara's other favorite TV and characters and credits include recurring roles on Webster and MASH.
Ooh, cool.
As was still the most views, the
MASH?
finale of MASH.
I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
It's just great. It's Super Bowls and MASH. As well as the roles in Malcolm in the Middle, LA Law, Mary Tyler Moore, Night Court, Mad Men, and Grey's Anatomy. Boy, that's like the history of television.
Yeah.
In 2020, Barbara was selected to perform in her solo show, Finding My Light, at the NAMBA, Solo Stars, and Santa Monica Binge Fringe Festival. She was also named Best Leading Actress in Los Angeles by Broadway World in 2018. It's pretty nice. But what made Barbara Brownell a star with her grandkids is being featured in the music video Old Town Road with Lil Nas X in 2019. And now, Ms. Brownell, in an excerpt from Finding My Light, Finding Me.
All right. Yes.
This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Oh, this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Pop! Of mine, it's kind of been my theme song. You know, I'm an actor, and as an actor, we have to find our light on the stage or in the movies, but long before I became an actor, I learned how to find my light to help me survive some dark times. My childhood was far from perfect. There was a lot of beatings, emotional abuse. My mom had me when she was 18, and she was not equipped to be a mother, nor was my bipolar dad ready to be a father. In spite of that, by the time I was 6, there were 4 of us. Oh. Yeah. Me, Sandra, Butch, and Linda. But I always had this feeling that I was different from my brother and my sisters, like I was made of different stuff. And I always had the feeling that I had a light, an angel helping me out. And I did. I left that house of darkness when I was 18 years old, and I followed my light to become an actor. And I went to New York and got a Broadway show. Yeah! My dream, Play It Again, Sam, with Woody Allen and Diane Keaton. Yes, and then I moved to Hollywood and I continued to follow my light, and I got lots of commercials and TV shows. I even got a recurring role on MASH. Yes! I got paid to kiss Alan Alda. I mean, how lucky is that? But never a star, but hey, a working actor. But I have to admit, my most satisfying role is being the partner to my husband, Neil Thompson, and to my 3 children. Yes, I am blessed. But I always had this question. Why was I so different from my brother and my sisters? It wouldn't be until 2008, when I was 64, that I would get my first clue. Now my mom died when she was 1987. She was only 62. She died of emphysema. Never once, even on her deathbed, telling me that she loved me. But my dad, in his later years, he did tell me that he loved me, and he asked for my forgiveness, and I gave it. We made peace. Soon after that, he died. We are now 2008. We are at Lakeview Cemetery in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, where I was given the flag for his service to our country. After the funeral, my cousin, Soul to the Earth Farmer, came up to me. Oh, Barb, that was a really nice service. Oh, I hope you had Carol's potato dumplings. Oh, yes, Ken, yes, I did. They were very good. Oh, and hey, that was really nice of your daddy to adopt you. Adopt me? What are you talking about? I'm not adopted. Oh, I guess I let the cat out of the bag. I thought everybody knew. Your Grandma Cora told me when I was just a little tyke. And then I remembered something. I remembered something that I had pushed down in my mind for almost 60 years. When my Grandma Cora Brownell, my 6-foot-tall giant Grandma Brownell, she cornered me in the kitchen. I was only 5 years old. Barbara, you are not a Brownell, no. Do not carry my genes. Your mom was a trickster. She tricked my son into marrying her because she was pregnant with you. Your real dad is your Uncle Merlin. Mommy. Grandma Cora says I'm not a Brownell, that daddy's not my daddy, that my real daddy is my Uncle Merlin. Barbara, don't be ridiculous. You know that Grandma Cora hates me, and you know that she makes up stories, so don't you worry your little mind about that. Now make yourself useful and get me another beer. Well, I knew. Oh boy, I know that my Grandma Cora and my mom, they hated each other. But I also knew that my Grandma Cora, she could make up a story. Barbara, my brother John, his wife Belle, she poisoned him. Yeah, she murdered him because she wanted his money and she was having an affair. I know, because at the funeral, John sat up in his coffin and he pointed at her and he said, "She did it." Well, hey, come on, right? You could see why I didn't believe my Grandma Cora all these years, right? I just dismissed it and I believed my mom, but hey, now I had some doubt if Arnie was my dad. The only living sibling of my dad was his sister, my Aunt Annabelle Brownell. Oh, she was a tough cookie. During World War II, she was a whack woman's army cook. I went to her. Yeah, Barb, I always suspected you weren't my brother's baby. You see, I went to Eau Claire High School with your mother, and how can I say this? She was popular. Yeah, she was known as a round-heeled woman. Get it? Fell on her back easily. Oh, yeah. Oh, the boys liked her. In fact, a married taxi cab driver would pick her up at lunchtime for a rendezvous, if you get what I mean. Oh my goodness. Yes, I got what she meant. Oh, I have to get that DNA test with one of my siblings to see if Arnie is my dad. So I went to my sister Linda first. Oh, Barbara, you got me on a bad day. Of course our dad is your dad. You're always his favorite. I will not do that test, so don't bother me with that trivial stuff. Well, that didn't work out too well. So I thought, hey, okay, all right. I'll go to my other sister, Sandra. Maybe I'd have better luck with her. Oh, Barbara. Of course you're a Brownell. Remember when we were little? Everyone said we looked like twins. Besides, you have the Brownell build. You have the Brownell small breasts. Okay. What should I go by, Small breast test or DNA? Yes, I'm gonna go with DNA. So I only have one sibling left. My brother Butch. Yeah, of course, I will do that test. I'll bet Mom tricked Dad into thinking you were his. Send me that kit. Oh, thank goodness my brother Butch was on board. So I sent him the kit. Oh, I hate this waiting. 10 long days later, I got the results. .999 related. That means we only share one parent. Arnie Brownell is not my father, but who is? Wait. Maybe maybe my Grandma Cora was right, and my Uncle Merlin is my father. Oh, I hope so. I've always adored my Uncle Merlin. And he sure looked like he could be my father. Blonde hair and blue eyes. Thankfully, he was alive. But he was in hospice with stage 4 pancreatic cancer. I went to see him. Oh, Merlin, you're looking pretty good.
Oh, shucks, Barb. You sure know how to make a fella feel good. And, oh, you're just as pretty as your mom.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Merlin. And speaking of my mom, weren't you two high school sweethearts?
Oh, yeah. Right up until I had to go into the Merchant Marine. Oh, but I loved your mom. But with the war and all, I had to sign up right out of high school. But I told my mates, the first leave I got, I was going home and gonna marry the zombie guy. And then when I got to Eau Claire, your mother's sister met me at the train station and said that Lal had already gotten married and was expecting you. I missed my chance. I was in shock. I drank all night long. And the next morning, I thought, if I can't have Lel as my wife, I'll have the next best thing. And I asked her sister, Ruth, to marry me. And she gladly accepted, but I always loved your mom.
Yeah. Here's the thing, Merlin. I just found out that Arnie is not my father, and well, I was wondering if that baby, me, was yours.
Could be. Oh, wouldn't that be something?
Yes! Yes! Wouldn't that be something? But he was on his last days. So I had to get that DNA test with him. So time was not on my side. And neither was his son, Dale.
Not gonna have him do that test. I'll have power of attorney over all medical decisions, and I'm not gonna put him through it.
Dale is just a swab. And don't you want to know if I'm your sister?
Not gonna do it. Let sleeping dogs lie.
But thank goodness, his sister, my cousin Karen, she was on my side. Oh, Barbie, I will do that test. And then if it comes back 50-50, we will know that my dad is your dad, and we're sisters. Oh, thank goodness for my cousin Karen. So, I sent her the kid. Oh, I hate this waiting. 10 long days later, I got the results.
0.999% related, and that's only because our mothers and our sisters. Merlin's not my dad. But who is? I broke the news to Merlin. We hugged and we imagined what could be. Then we started to solve the mystery. Now, Merlin, was there anybody else that dated my mom the summer of 1943? There was talk of a Lawler fella. Lawler fella, okay, what was his first name? Oh, no, we just called him the Lawler fella. He was an army fella like your dad. Okay. That's not much to go on, but it is a clue. So, I went to the Eau Claire white pages and looked up Lawler. And there were rows and rows and rows of Lawlers. They were Irish Catholic and they had been very busy. Who was alive? Who was around that might remember the first name of the Lawler fellow? Oh, I know. My Aunt Nettie, my mom's youngest sister. She was in a convalescent home. She suffered from dementia. But hey, it was worth a shot. Oh, there you go, Nettie. Oh, thank you, Barbie. Thank you for the blankie. Oh, thank you for the blankie. When's Mama coming? Her mom had died many years ago, but I found it best just to go along with her. Oh, Nettie, she'll probably be here soon. There's lots of traffic. Nettie, my Uncle Merlin. You remember Uncle Merlin, your sister Ruth's husband? He said that my mom dated a Lawler fella. Do you remember his first name? Lawler fella? Yeah, the summer of 1943. 1943? I would only be 13. Besides, your mom had lots of dates. She was very popular. Yes, I know. She was very popular. So we chit-chatted and we watched her favorite soap opera, Days of Our Lives. Then just before I was going to say goodbye, Harold used to bring her flowers. Harold who? Lawler, of course. Who do you think we were talking about? His name is Harold Lawler. Well, I have to find him. So what do you do? What do you do when you're trying to find somebody? Yep. Google. All right, that's what I'm gonna do. Google search. Okay. Harold Lawler. All right. Lawler Harold. Chattanooga, Tennessee, 1900. Oh, that's too old. Lawler Harold, Kenosha, Wisconsin. World War II vet. Born 1920. Oh, that's the right age. It was his obituary. He died in 2004, and this was 2008. So if he was my dad, I'd never get to meet him. But the obituary listed 4 children, 3 daughters, and a son. Gary Lawler. I have to get that number. Poco Funeral Home, Gladys speaking. I cannot give you that information
unless it is listed in the white pages. Lawler Ann, Lawler Gary. He is listed. You are one lucky gal. Yes! Oh, yes! I am one lucky gal. Okay. So I took a deep breath. And then I called the number.
Care here. Leave a message and I'll get back to you as quick as a big block Corvette.
Oh, hi! Hi, Gary. My name is Barbara. I'm calling from California. And I have something interesting to talk to you about. So, please call me back. Oh, that was stupid. He'll think I'm a telemarketer. He'll never call me back. Hello?
Gary!
Hi. Oh, hi, Gary. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for calling me back. Let's see, how do I start? My Aunt Nettie said that my mom, she dated a Harold Lawler in Eau Claire, Wisconsin, the summer of 1943, and then she became pregnant with me, and I was,
Well, that's a fine how do you do. I'm not saying he is, or he isn't your dad. He's certainly no saint, but if you're looking for money, there isn't any.
oh, no, Gary. I'm not looking for money. I just want to know about my genes and if I have another brother and sisters. I mean, you're my last hope before I decide it's the married taxi cab driver or the milkman or the postman.
Oh, well, you sound sincere, but this is a big decision. I have to consult my sisters. So, give me some time.
Time?
I'm 64 years old. What's a couple of more weeks?
Besides, I don't have any other leads.
But the very next day, he called me back.
Hello?
Gary? Yeah, well, I talked to my sisters, Sandy, Linda, and Susie, and they looked you up on Facebook. And they're convinced that you're our sister. Oh, they're very excited. All right, send me that kit.
Okay.
All right. I sent him the kit.
Oh, I hate this waiting. 10 long days later, I got the results. 49.999% related. That means Gary Lawler and Barbara Brownell are siblings. We share one parent. Harold Lawler is my father. Harold Lawler is my father. I found my father. Yeah. And now, with Gary's help, I could finally piece together what happened the summer of 1943. Harold was in the army. He was fighting in New Guinea, and he came down with malaria. So they sent him back to the States for some R&R. That stands for rest and relaxation. Clearly, my mom and Harold, they got together for something that was a little bit more than rest and relaxation. Well, maybe a little relaxation. Hey! My mom was doing her part to keep up the morale of our fighting soldiers. But hey, it had to be more than a one-night stand. Because remember, my Aunt Nettie said that Harold used to bring her flowers. And then Harold had to go back into the service. And then my mother found out she was pregnant. Oh, my poor mother. I could imagine how desperate she must have been. What are her options? This is during World War II. Where were the eligible men? I mean, she must have been panicked until Arnie Brownell walked into that bar. He had just been honorably discharged from the Army Air Corps. He crashed his plane during a training mission. Now, he might have been too banged up for the service, but to my mom, whoo, he was a knight in shining armor. When Arnie came marching home again, hurrah, hurrah, my mother went to work on him, hurrah, hurrah. So once she got him in her bed, the child was his, or so she said. They had to marry when Arnie came marching home. Oh, and they did. Arnold Brownell and Marcella Sumby were married October 1st, 1943 in St. Paul, Minneapolis. And then, less than a year later, me, Barbara Brownell, was born. Oh, just think what a miracle it is that I found Harold Lawler at all. Without my Uncle Merlin, just 4 days before he died, remembering the Lawler fella. And then my Aunt Nettie, with all of her confusion, one moment of clarity. Harold used to bring her flowers. What are the odds? And my light just keeps getting brighter. Yes, I now have 4 Lawler siblings. There is me and Gary. Yeah, don't we look like brother and sister? Yeah, that's me, Linda, Sandra, and Susan. Sandra and Susan are twins. I now have 2 sister Sandras and 2 sister Lindas. And the Lawlers are all relatively sane. And better yet, the Lawlers, they have taken me in. Yes, as family. They have been there for me when I needed them, which is something that my Brownell siblings couldn't do. Better yet, they have lifted me up with their love and helped me to let my light shine. And I am going to let my light shine!